Today I'm going to show you how to turn a planter into a seeder, or seeder into a planter, or do both in FS25. The mod that kind of spurred this on was the John Deere 1775 NT from Giant Software. I wanted to make this a seeder, but it's a planter. But it's super easy. This will also work, for example, if there is a seeder that you have that you really wish was a planter, or maybe you wanted to do both. I'm going to show you all that with just one mod. So you want to go to the Giant Software mod hub. You want to download whichever mod that you want to change. Now we got to find it. It is right here in our downloads. What you want to do is right click and then extract all. That way it kind of opens it up. Click on that and find your XMLs. All you need to do is find the regular one. So the name of the mod itself with XML. That's going to be this guy right here. Now the program I'm using to open this is called Notepad++. There's a couple programs out there. This is the one that I recommend. You can get it on their website. So we are going to go all the way almost down to the bottom. For this mod, it is line 937. And this is where it says planter. And for this, simply all you want to do is replace this with sewing machine. That's quite literally it. And now it's a seeder. You can also change up this right here as well on line 940, or just find the filled ground type that says planted. Well, you want to change that to sown. That is going to be in all caps. If you want it to be a seeder and a planter, you could simply put a space and put sewing machine after planter and you're good to go. You can also change this from planted to sown and it will do either or. Now, I think the seeder or sown looks a little bit better than planted, so we'll go with that. Also, this is where you're going to find the direct drill stuff. So right above that, use direct planting. If this is called true, then that means yes, it will do that. So that's good. If it says no, you've got a Governland planter or seeder that you really like. There's one I really like, but it's not direct drill. Well, all you got to do is go into the mod, make that true, and you're good. In the XML's another place where you can set stuff up. So for example, I got 1775 NT. I could just change this to seeder, and now the name of it is seeder. You also have your price in here, so if you wanted to make this like, I don't know, $0, for example, boom, now it's free. Something that I'll also sometimes change is the fill units in here. So this is where you're gonna have your seed amount. So this will hold seed only. Well, 3,224 liters is not bad. However, maybe you want it to hold 5,000. You could do that. Also, if you want the seeds to weigh nothing, type this in. Update mass equals, and in parentheses, false. Just like that. Now, those 5,000 liters of seed weigh nothing. When we get into stuff like this, that's probably about as much as I would modify. Colors are a thing now, but I don't really know how to edit colors yet, so we're just gonna stick to seeding and planting. Back in the mod description now, you can open this up as well and maybe put in here seeder planter mod if you want, and as long as that's in your name, you're okay. That's what it's going to say in the game when you go to click it. Well, the name of the mod anyway. The name of the piece of equipment itself will be whatever you've put in this XML. It's also a Giant Software mod. Sorry, Giants, I'm modifying your stuff. Love you. Once you got everything done, now you just want to go to File and Save All. That way, all of your changes are done from both of the different XMLs. Back where the XMLs were, we want to just select everything, right-click, and compress to zip file. I'm going to call mine FS25 John Deere 1775 NT Seeder Planter. You could choose whatever name you would like. I choose something that's very similar to the original. Once you've done that, drag it into your mod folder and jump at the game. You can also always double check in the game just real quick so you can go in your installed stuff and hey, John Deere 1775 NT Seeder Planter mod. Yeah. Jump into your game and make sure everything's good to go. As you can tell, I have a couple of these. Now let's load into the mod hub and we can see that it is right here. Holds 5,000 liters of seed, which is great news. I didn't modify anything else, but in the XML is also where you can modify things like, well, I wouldn't mess with the horsepower rating because that's above my head. However, you can mess with like the max working speed, but if you're on PC, you've probably already messed with that. And for whatever reason, if you don't know where that is, it's going to be right here, speed limit 16. That is going to be in kilometers per hour. So you could figure out whatever mile per hour you want it to be and then set the kilometer per hour. You're good. We can also see at the bottom that all the stuff that we wanted are in here. There are a few things missing, but you can add those too if you want to. I think poplar and sugar cane maybe are two that just don't plant with regular seeder or planter. So specialized planters like those, you will need something else. Also, for example, down here, you can also see it doesn't do carrots or anything like that. This is simply just a seeder planter mod. After spending $0, we get it. Bring it out to a cultivated field and we can kind of go through and find what we want. Maybe wheat is your thing. Turn it on, drop it down, and go. You can see it's putting down a seeder set, not a planter set of rows, although you can set that if you want to. It's also worth mentioning that you could still do this with things from like the base game and stuff like that, although you will need a mod description, so heads up there. This is really just kind of a basic in of like, hey, you like that seeder or you like that planter? Here's how you can turn it into the other thing. It's very useful, especially when you want this to be a seeder, but it's not. Why is it not a seeder? And there you go. Nice, short, sweet, and to the point. I'm sure you're going to have some questions, so please let me know what those are down below. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, get subscribed if you're new, and join the DjGoHam fam. Double check your notification bell as well. That way, next time I release something like this, you're the first one to know about it. Hope you said, have a great day. Catch you in the next one.